Lakers trade talks are escalating as a brand new report has dropped revealing a big update surrounding Rob Pelinka's pursuit of Nikola Vucevic. We're going to break down that report and discuss what this means going forward as rumors and reports are circulating surrounding a blockbuster trade. We're going to break that down and much more in this episode. Make sure you stay tuned for all that. Quick reminder though, before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're a part of the 83% who aren't subscribed to the channel, this is the place to be for daily Lakers content. And if you're enjoying the Lakers content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. But ladies and gentlemen, quickly, before we get into the video, of course, there's a lot of fires going around in the LA area, and a report came out that we will hear an official announcement later today surrounding the Lakers and Hornets game. The NBA is in contact with both teams and officials, so if you're out there and you're in the LA area, of course, stay safe, and otherwise, have them in your best wishes and your thoughts as well. But ladies and gentlemen, let's dive into the video today. There's a lot to go over, and obviously the Lakers have been involved in a lot of trade talks, a lot of trade rumors. We've heard some Jimmy Butler things. We've heard a lot of different things. Fans are clamoring for the Los Angeles Lakers to make a trade for a center, especially following the game the other night. But you can see this here. A report dropped. The Lakers have checked in a multi-time All-Star center, Nikola Vucevic, ahead of the trade deadline. And this is a very interesting one. So the Lakers have recently checked in with the Bulls and Nikola Vucevic. They're calling around, attempting to find a center upgrade, which also includes Robert Williams and Jonas Valanciunas. After acquiring Dorian Finney-Smith, the Lakers are setting up for another move. So it's clear that a move is going to be coming for this Los Angeles Lakers team. And Nikola Vucevic is an interesting one. Now, we know that JJ Redick and a lot of different reports have come out saying, hey, the Lakers are looking to get a defensive-minded center, so more so of the Robert Williams mold rather than the Nikola Vucevic or Jonas Valanciunas mold. That being said, Valanciunas is having a breakout year, and the article goes on to say that the Lakers are calling around looking for a potential big man addition. They already landed Dorian Finney-Smith, but are preparing to make another move ahead of the February trade deadline. Vucevic, in case you're unfamiliar with how good he's been this year, because obviously the Bulls are not an exciting team to watch, he's 34, having one of the best shooting seasons of his career, is a very good rebounder, and shoots very well from the three. He's averaging 20, 10, and 3. We'll get into his stats a little bit later, but he is having a great year. He's very efficient. He's shooting the ball well. And while the Lakers may be interested in acquiring Vucevic, the Chicago Center is reportedly the top trade target for the Warriors as well. And aside from Vucevic, the Lakers have checked in on Robert Williams and Jonas Valanciunas. So it's interesting because if they're going for a player like Jonas Valanciunas or Nikola Vucevic, some fans might think, hey, you're better off going for Jonas Valanciunas, who of course wouldn't cost you first-round picks, whereas Jonas Valanciunas costs you second-round picks. Vucevic is almost surely going to cost you a first-round pick. And when you look at his stats this season, he's a two-time All-Star, but he's been okay since coming to Chicago. Not the same player that he was with the Orlando Magic. Of course, he had that big All-Star year in multiple years in the late 2010s there. But you think about this season. 2024, he's averaging 20 points, 10 rebounds, and is shooting a very good percentage from three. 42% from three. You could see in 2019, 2017, and of course 2018, 2020, he was always a solid three-point shooter, but he never really reached that 40% from three threshold, which he did this year. Obviously, his best season coming in 2020, 2021, where he averaged 24 a game, then was shipped off, of course, to the Magic, and of course, he had a great year in 2018, 2019 with the Magic as well. But you're looking at it this year, he would fit this team in a very interesting way. And as you start to look at how he would actually fit, and we'll dive into what a trade would look like here in a moment, according to some reports, he would fit alongside AD as well. I don't think they would run a starting lineup with both Vooch and AD necessarily, though they could. They could run Vooch at the 4 and AD at the 5, LeBron at the 3, and then go whoever they want to go at the 1 and the 2. Of course, LeBron, Austin Reaves. But he is 34. But he can stretch the floor really well. Now, when you're looking at the Lakers starting lineup, and I use this graphic a lot again, they have Dorian Finney-Smith now. If you add Vucevic to the bench, the first question comes to mind is, would you be willing, and would the Lakers be willing to add a 20-point scorer to the bench? The answer is probably no. I don't know if Vooch would want to even go to the bench. That being said, they wouldn't really, I guess you could run a starting lineup with Vooch and AD and LeBron, which would be a very big starting lineup. And that's something that, if you're watching this video right now, obviously you are if you're listening to this, but leave in the comment section down below, would you start Nikola Vucevic? If you made a move for Vucevic, what kind of roster or lineup, would you run? What kind of other roster moves would you run as well? Because it becomes very interesting. You see this here. The Lakers have been most successful when their defense is sharp, and Vucevic would add another dimension to the unit. He's not a good defender at all. The Lakers fell short to the Rockets. We gave too many second chance points. Offensive rebounds killed us. We know they're a big team. We know they crash, and they put a lot of pressure, especially at the point of attack. A player like Vucevic could be a solution to the Lakers' struggles with getting rebounds as of late. So Vucevic, I'm not going to lie and say he's a pretty bad defender. He never has been good. He's a really bad defender, but he is a solid rebounder. Now, he would be able to help with offensive rebounds. He averages about 2 a game. And if a team is going very big, like we've seen multiple teams go big against Los Angeles Lakers specifically, I mean, you think about the Rockets to a degree and many other teams, Vucevic would help with getting and securing some of those defensive rebounds and, of course, offensive rebounds as well. But regarding second chance points, he is one of the best defensive rebounders in the league, averaging over 7 a game. So he wouldn't necessarily help defensively in this sense of getting a ton of blocks or playing great paint defense. But what he would do is allow the offensive team, the opponent basically, he would obviously help with the rebounding on that front, which is good. But I'm not exactly sure if the Lakers would be willing to give up a ton of assets for a guy that is 34 years old now. Would be kind of a win now move. And we're looking at a trade that dropped from Jake Weinbach here. It's Vucevic for Rui, Christian Wood, and 2 second-round picks. Vucevic is reportedly a serious target for the Lakers. Salaries will match up perfectly. Chicago is fielding offers in the veteran center. If this is what it takes to get done, even though reports have come out that the Lakers aren't actively shopping Rui Hachimura, if this is all it takes to get done, you do the deal. I mean, it's 2 second-round picks, and you're getting a 2-time All-Star, 20-point-per-game scorer, having one of the best seasons of his career. If not, the best season of his career since 2020. Like, if it's second-round picks, of course you do this if you're the Lakers. Now, you're giving up Rui Hachimura, who's a valuable role player, especially in J.J. Redick's system and scheme. But, I mean, if this is the deal that is on the table, and it's no first-round pick. Now, I get it. I'm not exactly sure if the Bucks or the Bulls are going to be wanting a first-round pick. Obviously, they want one. But if they're going to settle for multiple second, I mean, if they're going to settle for a salary filler in 2 seconds, you obviously pull the deal just for the sake of helping with the rebounding. Even then, if you're giving up 2 second-round picks, he can be your bench center. Now, again, I'm not sure if he's going to want to be a bench center, but he can be your bench center if, of course, all it takes is 2 second-round picks to acquire him. But the big thing here is that they're also looking at guys like Robert Williams, Jonas Valanciunas, and they're all open for second-round picks. I mean, Robert Williams gets DNP'd a lot. You think about Jonas Valanciunas, he's obviously playing for the Wizards, but the Wizards signed him to that 3-year, $30 million contract to ultimately flip him at this year's deadline to get assets or next year's deadline. And, I mean, second-round picks for Vucevic, absolutely. Now, if it requires a 2029 first that's heavily protected, then the question starts to become a bit more foggy and a bit less clear. And that's ultimately what it comes down to, is what is going to be the total cost for a guy like Nikola Vucevic, because it's not a seamless fit. He's not a good defender. It would be interesting to see how they fit him into the starting lineup. Granted, he is a big man, and the Lakers do need a backup big. And if Vucevic is that backup big, he could be a very good backup big man that plays, 30 minutes a game. He hasn't played less than 30 minutes a game since 2017. So it's going to be interesting. Obviously, this season, 2024, 2025, having a great year. Let us know down below what your thoughts are on all of this. And again, there will be an update later surrounding the Lakers game against the Hornets. So we'll keep you up to date on that as well. But let us know down below. Do you think the Lakers should pull the plug on the Nikola Vucevic? Should they make the move, pull the trigger? Let us know. Thank you guys for watching.